ChampCar Grand Prix of Detroit, where Daf Sanchez sticks it on pole from Remy LeBeau and Guillermo Perez. Davide Cerqueira returns to the ERL in 4th from Charles Hernandez and Matthew Hart. Palomino starts 7th from Kazuki Takahana. Then it's Verse Theo and Vita Alves, the 2 Brazilians on row 5. Ahmed Cilia makes his way up into ChampCar. Then it's Lampong, Bob Pissarro and Francis Austin. Nunez Garcia is 15th from Ray Shen and your boy Casper LeBeau down in 18th for the Ace Champion. Then it's Sebastian Ocampo, Ash Cornwell, Ortega and Vanislav. Well, what a place to begin Season 6 of the ChampCar World Series. Reigning champions on pole, all 5 lights go on. Lights out, ChampCar is go, and it's a great start off the line from Guillermo Perez. Sanchez holding on to the lead, of course, after the start. Not the greatest start for the Forsyth driver in Remy LeBeau as they barrel down into turn number 1. The 26 still with the inside line, making his way through the chicane, almost takes the lead as your boy further back goes off the track. A lot of carnage and contact everywhere in the lower half of the field. Perez looking for a way to take the lead. Can he do it? He gets alongside with Sanchez, and he can. The number 3 takes the lead, and Guillermo Perez, who's into the wall and goes airborne. Also off, Charles Hernandez. Yellow flags in sector 2, but we're back green again. Sanchez holding on to the lead, and he's got a 2-second margin over Remy LeBeau, who's moved over to Team Forsyth. This is one of the disadvantages of not having a preseason test video anymore. We can't exactly go through all the new teams, the new drivers, and all the new liveries. KV Racing and Dragon Racing. In the very last minute, it was expected that AJ Foyt would continue and that we would have Newman Haas enter the fold, but that didn't happen because Lotus came to both teams and said, hey, we got some people that we want to have join in, and so they did. Davide Cerqueira, who drove for Newman Haas back in Season 1 of IndyCar for a few races, won the first race in Indianapolis. He's back driving with Hyperdrive, the Brazilian, running up in 3rd as here comes Matthew Hart side by side with Guillermo Perez. Goes off the track. Team Forsyth really have brought their A game this season though. So as everyone else though, as target Chip Gassi's ace, who's off in sector 1, that's rookie Danny Ortega, and he's collected Casper LeBeau. Unfortunate for both drivers there. That might have saved Daf Sanchez, who doesn't seem to have any damage, as the rest of the field make their way through the 4-5 chicane quite leisurely, in fact. I think that's just taking a bit of caution because, oh, that's Ortega in the wall, forced into the wall by Casper LeBeau, who's having an absolutely untamable first race in ChampCar. I mean, that Sims car is dinged up. He's got a 10-second time penalty. It's his first race in the ERL 02, so we can cut him a bit of slack. And as Cornwell gets a 5-second time penalty further back, here comes swap for position down at Chip Ganassi. Palomino up into P4 in front of Guillermo Perez. But it's Daf Sanchez who holds on to the lead as Cornwell gets another time penalty for causing a collision. This man is having a scruffy debut race with Dale Coyne Racing on board. We are with Dominic Vanislav driving for KV Racing Technologies as Matthew Hart further up with a bit of contact further back. That's Verse Theo who's weaving a bit, but it's Guillermo Perez who faced the worst of it. Kazuki Sims Takahana up into P6. 10-second time penalty was given to Matthew Hart. In fact, into the wall goes Davide Cerqueira on lap 3. Hart weaving and Takahana into the wall too. Son of the team's namesake as what is that from Ray Shen? Slides backwards through the chicane. He's just reinvented the cha-cha slide there. And it was Ahmed Cilia who got the time penalty. Rookie to the ERL. Where is Ahmed? He's there and he's got front wing damage. Shen actually came out of that quite cleanly as Verse Theo gets a time penalty for causing a collision. We go on board with the Brazilian number 38. If you're wondering who the most successful Brazilian driver is in the ERL, they all have one win. Every single Brazilian is guaranteed to get one win, but nothing else. Into the pits comes Daf Sanchez. after a very successful first stint. He goes on to the hard compound tyres with 9 laps to go. Matthew Hart is your leader in the first round of the ChampCar World Series. Guillermo Perez is in front of Daf Sanchez, but the top 2 are yet to come in. That's going to be bad news when they come through the 4-5 chicane, because we've seen a lot of carnage and contact happen down there already. Looking at the number 21, your race leader Matthew Hart. He's in the wall, touches the wall, gets a bit of damage, but aside from that, relatively clean as Sanchez now hurdles down through the chicane, avoids the wall. Guillermo Perez does the same as Remy LeBeau. Look at that opportunistic pass up into P3. It's into the wall for Daniel Bogdasarov. In his first race with KV Racing Technologies, he's hit Palomino. Aside from that, he's been able to get it back onto the track quite cleanly. And there's Takahata right behind him, the Japanese-British driver in the number 11, trying to find his way past and up into the top 11, and he's just about done that. Takahata to P11 there. And Danny Ortega, he's looking for the pass too. The Spaniard driving for Team Penske. Almost hitting the wall, but they just about managed to keep it in that full white pack. Is that Ahmed Cilia? Ooh! Sent into the air. That's a full car puncture for the Conquest Racing man. Track's been cleared, but my goodness, that's unfortunate. Almost collected again. Time penalty as his teammate. Your boy goes right past him. In comes Ahmed Cilia, and that's really unfortunate, as further back is that it is Remy LeBeau chasing after race leader Daf Sanchez. He's got front wing damage after hitting this chicane as we come down through it with Charles Hernandez, who's into the wall as well. Spins it round, also into the wall. Francis Austin Lamfon just about avoids the barriers. My goodness, this chicane is very treacherous indeed as your boy flies through, hits the wall. Avoided by Ocampo, collected by Casper LeBeau. Mini stoppage, a bit of an M5 blockage down there. But we are back green again in Detroit, Michigan. But we are with Danny Ortega, not having the best debut start, but we've seen worse. Could be out of the race. In fact, I'm just shocked that we don't have any retirements from this Grand Prix. Into the pits comes Remy LeBeau after an unsuccessful opening stint. Daf Sanchez struggling with grip, it seems, almost hard. You usually only see drivers struggle with pace. Grip is, a non-factor as Ortega gets a 5-second time penalty for track limits. Dominic Vanislau making his way through the pack with KV Racing. He's up into 15th. And, Sanchez has just been holding such a pretty wheel today. Cilia with another track limits warning. In fact, I'm willing to say this. Sanchez is the only man so far today who's got no damages. Further back, that was Vanislau and, everyone. Your boy's going slowly. We've got yellows in sector 2. That's for Palomino. Almost into the wall goes Takahata. Green flags fly again as Perez defending from Matthew Hart. Hart into the wall. Also into the wall, that's Ray Shen. They get back onto the track. Big yikes down there. Almost into the wall goes Danny Ortega. Just about avoids it. It's into the wall for Ash Cornwell in the 96. But we get it cleared up again. Casper LeBeau is a dangerous risk of being a lap down here. More yellows. Are you kidding me? That's Ahmed Cilia getting front wing damage. This is unbelievable. Remy LeBeau, 5-second time penalty for causing a collision with a slow-moving Nicholas Palomino, who's surely coming into the pits with Sims Takahata as well. And off into the wall, that's Sanchez! Spinning the car around, he's got damage. That's his first incident of the day. Surprised it took him until lap 7 for that to happen. Remy LeBeau now trying to chase after him. But Sanchez still very much in control of this race. Hyperdrive Racing probably not all that worried about it. He's got quite a bit of front wing damage actually, so there could be an issue. Remy LeBeau into the wall. Yellow's in the second sector. Ocampo can see him in front as Perez also off into the barriers. This is unbelievable. Vanaslau in 5th. Started at the very back of the pack. Keeps it out of the wall, but the rookie, Danny Ortega and Francis Austin both hit the wall somehow. No full course cautions yet. When it does happen, it's probably going to be mega. I'm just shocked that we don't have any cautions at all so far. On board with Ahmed Celia, whose tire is about to give up the ghost, it seems. A lot of weaving for everybody. Your boy keeps it out of the wall. Everyone keeping it out of the wall, keeping it clean, so that's good news. Remy LeBeau likely to come in. Sanchez comes in, straps on the soft tires. Austin with a 5-second time penalty. Also into the pits, Remy LeBeau. We've got 5 to go. Ocampo comes in, and Perez also likely to come in as well. So that's top 4 all down pit lane. Versus Theo and your boy all getting 5-second time penalties for track limits. Hernandez just about staying out. And Vanaslau cut it close with the tires. Lam Fong defending from Ocampo. Is that? No, he's defending from Davi Cerqueira. Couldn't defend for too much longer though. There goes the rookie in ChampCar from Brazil in the number 19. Davi Cerqueira holding it side by side and now taking over 3rd position. Daf Sanchez still with the race lead. It's been a great day in the office for Hyperdrive Racing, even with all of the incidents that we've seen today. It's into the wall for Charles Hernandez. Oh! Also off, that's Nicholas Palomino. And Hernandez just cuts across the front of him. I think Lam Fong almost got collected rather there. It's a 1-2 for Hyperdrive right now. Ooh, big ones. Your boy and Matthew Hart both into the wall. I'm just shocked that these teams have enough front wings to go around for this race. Because, well, they're going to need quite a lot. Through the chicane for Francis Austin. So that was Ray Shen who went off. Nunez Garcia in the purple and hot pink Dale Coin car. Running in 12th, fighting with Perez and Versteo. He's got the inside line coming through the final corner. Has to try and hold alongside, but he can't manage to get past both. And that's a slow-moving Bob Tasarov who comes in. Ahmed Celia with the 5-second time penalty for track limits. A lot of these coming in for track limits down at the final chicane, I guess is the best way to put it, is into the wall for Sanchez. Front wing damage again. That's a big one. As Davi Cerqueira in the 19 follows his teammate's line, is off into the wall as well. Kazuki Takahana out of the race. The first retirement in this season is Kazuki Takahana. Full course caution comes out on lap 9. Finally, we get some respite. For a first race, as far as first races go, we've had a great one in FG Series. This is shaping up to just be chaos here in ChampCar. And we get back under the green flags, and I wonder, are Hyperdrive going to double stack? I think they might have to. I think they've got the buffer to do so, but if they do have to double stack the drivers, that's going to absolutely kill Davi Cerqueira's race. Vanaslau with track limits warning further back. Another set of softs going on for Daf Sanchez, so he's not going to make it to the end of those tires. Cerqueira stays out. Davi Cerqueira leads in his first ChampCar World Series race. Sebastian Ocampo right behind him as Danny Ortega gets a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. No yellow flags for that incident, it seems. Here comes Sebastian, going side by side, the 2-time Formula E champion, looking for his first ChampCar win. He moves up into the lead of this race with Monster Energy Power Motorsport. Making their way down into the 4-5 chicane. He's in the wall! Great avoidance skills from Davi Cerqueira there. Perez in the wall. Oh! Verse Theo has just flipped Sebastian Ocampo. Another caution comes out. Things change again. Sanchez moves up into 4th. I feel like it's an almost foregone foregone conclusion that if Dav Sanchez can finish this race, he's going to win it. He's looking to pick up from where he left off. He's the highest placed driver. He's made a pit stop as we're back under the green flags. In fact, right there at the back of this train is Dav Sanchez, the Season 5 ChampCar champion. Cut off, and another caution comes out for Vider Alves. Race over for the Dragon Man. That saves Perez. And actually, this part of the field actually getting a little bit bunched up, and that's down to Verstio not having the pace with that front wing damage. If your name isn't Davi Carrera, it's a bad day to be a Brazilian in the ERL right now. Because Davi currently leads this race. We expect him to pit at the end of this lap. No, he stays out, does he? No, he is coming in. Into the pits comes race leader Davi Carrera. Coming through the final corner. That right there is Dav Sanchez as Ash Cornwall gets slapped with a 5-second time penalty. Sanchez reclaims the race lead. Hernandez is not close enough to get attack mode or anything like that. Lam Fong in the Lotus Dragon racing car doing a pretty good run so far as Bogdasarov in the KV Racing Tech Lotus. He's up into 6th, but he has a 5-second time penalty. He lost both of the positions he was going for. As here comes Nico Palomino in that target. Chip Ganassi moving over from Mante. Is that your race leader on the wall? Yes, Sanchez hits the barriers again. Into the wall for Lampong. Hits Palomino, but Palomino's the one slapped with a time penalty. Reversing is the number 73. My goodness, this is an absolutely chaotic race. Hernandez is closing up as almost into what went Casper LeBeau. And that is your fight for the lead. Hernandez, he doesn't have attack mode, but he's certainly got a faster car underneath him. I don't think Sanchez has the luxury of coming in and maintaining his position anymore. Here comes Charles Hernandez. There goes Charles Hernandez. The Thailand driver takes the lead as your boy further back. That's a 5-second time penalty. Yellow flags were flown. Where is your boy? He's in 9th. Front wing damage. Did someone have a puncture, perhaps? That's the only reason I would have thought there to have been a caution like that. Couldn't find anyone facing any tire issues as that's a lunge for Remy LeBeau, who gets a time penalty. Contact. Whoa! Palomino sent all the way across the track. Cautions come out in sector 1. I don't know if he can get that Chip Ganassi car back up and running. He can. And off into the wall goes Charles Hernandez. Into the wall went Dav Sanchez as well. The two of them having an unbelievable fight. Remy LeBeau off. This is the penultimate lap of the race. My goodness, everyone's spinning. Ooh, oh no, Perez. Out of this race goes Yellow Perez. What a penultimate lap. This is unbelievable. I can't put this into words, but hey, Sanchez is now back on level peggings with Hernandez. As he knows, he's not. 13% for Hernandez, 24% for Sanchez. This is going to come down to tire wear, isn't it? As we go back under the green flags here in Detroit, Michigan. Always in Detroit. This is the only track where we're ever going to see racing like this. And wrecking like this is Hernandez. Sorry, that's Matthew Hart. We're riding on board with rear puncture. It's followed him from the A1 Grand Prix. Casper LeBeau. Ooh! Bogdasarov hit as well. This is carnage. This is unbelievable. You can't keep your eyes away from anything as Fong gets in. It's a full car puncture for Dal Bogdasarov, by the way. As Casper LeBeau, well, he's being blocked by both Lotus cars, both types of Lotus. Sanchez is back into the race lead as we begin the final lap. 1% for Charles Hernandez. He gave it everything, but everything is not enough. He hits 0 coming through the third corner. He's got a full car puncture. For Dav Sanchez, he's got to make it to the end of this race. He hits the wall. He's in the wall at 7%. Burning his tires as well. And Hernandez hits him into the right direction. Further back, we got some carnage in the... Oh, that's Hart still with that puncture. I cannot put words to what I'm seeing. As Hernandez drops down to 4th. Yellow's in sector 2 for your boy. Just about avoided by Secarreros. My goodness, first Theo. He did a kind of claw opening motion as first Theo still in the wall hits Francis Austin. We're missing the lead. So we're going to have to cut to the lead as they make their way through the final chicane. Sanchez with a full car puncture. Shen takes the lead. Full course caution as Austin is out of the race. Oh my goodness me. This has just been insanity. Garcia's got a full car puncture as he looks to try and get another podium in Detroit. When this goes green, which it has, this is going to be unbelievable. Ray Shen will win the first race in Season 6. But the fight for the podium is going at 2.5 centimeters per hour. Dominic Vanderslau's the man with the pace. Can he beat Sanchez and Garcia to the line? Sanchez is second, Garcia third. Great effort from Vanderslau to take 4th. What the hell happened? Everyone's been in the wall at least once. Cilia, 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. So many drivers facing tire issues. Hernandez is going to be caught. No, he isn't. By Ash Cornwell. And then we've just got this streak of drivers with punctures. Define carnage. In a dictionary, you're going to see this race come up. You're going to see every race that we've had in Detroit come up. This is going to go down as an ERL classic, isn't it? just wow. Sanchez took the fastest lap as well. He's almost certainly still the driver to beat is Daf Sanchez, in my opinion. It's just, when you come to Detroit, carnage is just set to happen. Ray Shen, your winner, the Chinese driver, wins in Michigan. This is your podium, and what an unbelievable podium it is. China's Ray Shen takes victory from Daf Sanchez and Nunez Garcia. Somehow Dale Coyne Racing find their way onto the podium. Just, wow. I don't have any words for this. As for the rest of your finishes, Dominic Vanderslau comes from the back of the pack to 4th at the checkered flag. Davide Cercarera 5th from Verspio, and Charles Hernandez. Ash Cornwell is 8th from Ahmed Cilia and teammate, your boy. That's the rest of your finishers. Coming up next, you've got Danny Ortega, the rookie driver, who's 11th from Casper Laboy, and father, Remy Laboy. That's not going to go down well in family meetings, is it? Matthew Hart, 14th from Lam Fong and Nico Palomino. Then it's Daniel Bogdasarov, the final finisher. The non-finishers were Francis Austin, Gabriel Perez, Sebastian Ocampo, Vita Alms, and Kazuki Sims Takahana. Well, the Drivers' Championship, the exact same as the finishing order. You're going to hear me say that a lot in these first races if you're new here. And so for the Constructors' Championship, Hyperdrive Racing still lead the way from Andretti Green Racing and Dale Coyne Racing. KV Racing Technology is 4th from Team Penske and Power Motorsport with Conquest Racing 7th, the last team to score points. Well, carnage. I don't have any other words. That was an unbelievable way to return to ChampCar. Nothing's really changed though. The Firestone tires absolutely blowing up in the dying moments of this race. But with all of that, we will see you guys next time then when the Electric Racing League returns.